Yo, what is up, guys? It's the Nightwing at Way of Life Esports coming at you guys with another League of Legends video here today. So, it has been a crazy first day to the free open agency period for the 2020 off season. But Travis actually put out a video talking about moves before the free open agency period kicked off. And I kind of want to see what other moves did the LCS teams actually make that later on did get confirmed throughout the day, or if we actually missed anything. So Jizuke is confirmed to be returning in the mid lane for Evil Geniuses. Jacob Wolf put that out there earlier on today, or it was another really credible source. Apparently there was some internal drama between Jizuke and Bang, if I'm not mistaken, and that means that, you know, people had Nemesis joining Evil Geniuses for the offseason rumors. That means that rumor is now dispelled. And also there was the thing with EG trying to get Perks last minute, but pretty much Perks wanted to just be on Cloud9. And then there was Golden Guardians letting go of their entire roster. And then later on, we already know that FBI and Closer will be joining 100Thieves. And I personally think that 100Thieves will just take the other 4 players in Golden Guardians, including Huhi and Damonte, and then minus Haunter, but you'll have Someday. So you'll have a really strong team. You have a Dark Horse team, and I think 100Thieves is going to be making a push to try to win the LCS, or at least be in the conversation for one of the orgs that are one of the powerhouse orgs in the LCS. So let's see what Travis also had to say about these other moves that I just didn't get a chance to get to.
For rookie position, so just know that there's some openings here, and to that point, I have 3 different ways of, locking in a player. I have 90% confidence, so that's going to be the green that you'll see. 50+% confidence, which is going to be the yellow. That's generally whenever I haven't been able to hear that it's commonly accepted, or things are changing last minute. And then I also just have I don't know who's going to get this spot, whatever. So without further ado, here are my projections. We'll see which ones end up being true. I'm a little nervous, but here we go. So first off, we'll start with the easy ones. C9, Fudge, Blabber, Perks, Sven, Vulcan. Now,
okay, that's fine. We already know that this is going to be C9's roster. I personally think that Blabber is the only question mark, personally. I think a lot of people are just really, really in love with Blabber, and it just kind of begs the question, do you really see him when he's not doing well? I think people only remember, highlight reels and, just the great performances, but aren't really looking at when he fails, and I think that Blabber is the biggest question mark for Cloud9 for the LCS 2021 season, if you're wanting to maybe interswap these rosters when you're talking about Team Liquid, TSM, and 100Thieves potentially. So that's something else you have to kind of think about when you're factoring in Cloud9. Let's go on to when he talked about Team Liquid. What did you talk about? So Team Liquid, we already know this is their roster. This roster is going to be easily top 3 in the LCS for the 2021 season. We pretty much already know that. What else is going on here? So this is going to be the Immortals roster, as what he said. Revenge, Xerxes, Insanity, Raze, Destiny. As you guys know, Destiny played for Origin, and he was later on replaced by that shitty support Jack Troll. So yeah, I'm glad he finally gets a starting spot on a team, which is really good for him. The biggest move that people were scratching their heads from were Revenge, because Revenge was on Flyquest Academy, and he was kind of struggling, but to be fair, a lot of the players in Flyquest Academy were struggling. My boy Triple is on Flyquest Academy. Hopefully my boy bounces back, for the 2021 season, because the amateur scene is definitely changing. So maybe my boy Triple will get a spot on an LCS team. And I would love to do that interview. Insanity was pretty strong for them. Raze was on Legacy Esports, wasn't he? Yeah, that's when. Yeah, I remember. That was the Oceanic team. So a lot of that Oceanic team from Worlds 2020 has gotten disbanded. They're all joining different orgs, and I think that's pretty good. I think that's great, honestly.
Previously had said that Isles was going to be on this team, but I hear he's, as I said, turned down stuff for C9. So we'll see how things go with IMT, but this looks like what their roster is going to be like. I'm pretty confident in this one. Moving on to Flyquest. Okay, so Flyquest is a team that presumably will be running none of the same players that they had previously. Several, as I had said previously, I've heard that some of the NBA stuff has trickled out to some of these other teams, and so I think in some cases they had hard time retaining some of the players, and other cases they couldn't get like the roster that players wanted. Regardless, my understanding is that Licorice, Palafox, and Diamond are headed to Flyquest.
So as you guys know, this was later on confirmed. Licorice, Jose Dodo, and Palafox and Diamond are going to be on Flyquest's roster. I think this is a pretty good roster, all things considered, but I do think there's room for this roster to be kind of bad as well. It just depends on which AD carry they acquire. I personally think if they get Johnson, their ceiling is a bit higher. I think if they get Deftly, it's going to be a problem because he's not as good as Johnson, in my own personal opinion.
And that this is all part of one big package that Jack had. He packaged all three of these players together, and a team took them, that team being Flyquest. There is a rumor that Palafox may not initially start on Flyquest, that Jack may have some sort of deal that allows Palafox to play for C9 until Perks shows up, just as like a hedge against like the visa issues. I don't know. It's like, I'm just letting you know there's a rumor. I would not put that rumor with the green if I was labeling rumors, but it's something I've heard. Jose Diodo is supposedly joining this team, so I've gotten a lot of messages from people about Jose Diodo. I think I made a joke.
Yeah, this Jose Dodo has so many fans. Like, this crazy. I'm glad Flyquest did this for him. You know, he was really good at the Worlds 2020 playing stage. Him and Armud got teams, and I'm happy. And now that people are going to look at the playing stage with more of an eye, because you're going to see these diamonds in the road that you otherwise wouldn't really notice, but now it's a good thing the playing stage does exist. It has something to it.
During Worlds, about teams looking at his performance being like, oh, so maybe we'll see that. I think we will, based off my 90% confidence. And then Deftly or maybe Johnson. And I hope that you guys will forgive my like putting both those names in. But my understanding is if they can get Johnson, they're going to run Johnson. If not, they're going to play with Deftly.
Oh, I hate ads. Hurry up. Fucking ads. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. I don't care. It's Team PlayStation over here. I'm just kidding. I don't really... I'll pick a console usually when the consoles are going on. But that Xbox Series X looks fire.
Okay, so let's go on to Golden Guardians. So this is a team, I have no idea what they are doing. They no longer have any of their players. Their team has changed from what it was dramatically. The only thing I've heard pretty confidently is that they're going to run Niles and a Blaze Olive. They did just draft Niles from the Scouting Grounds draft. And I think
I like that, though. I like that Golden Guardians took a player fresh out of Scouting Grounds and put him in. You know, a lot of orgs wouldn't be willing to do that, and I'm glad they are. It might be because of budgetary things. I don't care what the reason is. I'm glad they're doing it. Blaze Olive, wasn't he supposed to start at some point for Golden Guardians, and then they end up going with Golden Glue? I kind of forgot, honestly, but I'm glad. I'm glad the LCS orgs are finally running NA talent. Oh my god. Like, what turned these orgs around? Oh wait, failing out Worlds consistently. Thank you. Holy shit.
Blaze Olive is on their academy team right now. But those are the two that I've heard. For the other three positions, I would guess that probably all three rookies, maybe one veteran and one of these. But that's kind of speculation on my part. I just don't know what they're going to do in those three spots, and I don't know if they know what they're going to do yet. There's a chance. I could see perhaps them waiting until the dust settles to figure out who to grab from who remains. All right, so this is the spicy one. Golden Guardians, initially, to my understanding, had Closer and FBI going to 100T. I reported that.
Mm-hmm.
I think now, from my understanding, it's likely that they pick up Huhi. It sounds like they're also getting Damonte, and then they will run Sunday.
Wow. So Tanner Time is gonna be on 100 Thieves. Haven't people always asked for that? They're like, why isn't Demonte on 100 Thieves? He should have been on 100 Thieves this past year, honestly, over Ryoma. And I think it's good that Closer Demonte FBI and Huhi all get to start on 100 Thieves, and they have a stronger top laner. And someday, this is a dark horse team. Potentially, I might have them at 3rd or 4th place in my power rankings. Like, this is a strong team right here. I think this is going to be a great team.
If you are looking at this, you're realizing it's the Golden Guardians roster plus someday. I'm fairly confident this is what they're going to run. Maybe I'll end up being wrong, but I think there's going to be a pretty big fan response to this roster, and boy, we're going to do Hotline League tonight, so hopefully people will call in and talk about that. All right, Dignitas. Dig is very difficult to know. I think there is a chance they run Hanser in the top lane. I feel like they're running out of options.
Dig, Natas would get Hanser. I think if Dig got Hanser, that would be an upgrade to their current top laners. I know they just dropped Froggen, Viper, and Phoenix, so it would make perfect sense if they did get Hanser. You would be getting an upgrade in the top lane position. Hanser and Dardoch seem pretty good, or to a certain extent okay, but their mid lane is still a question mark. I heard that initially they were going to be doing Sneaky. Hopefully they do that. If Flyquest can lock down Johnson, I'm pretty sure Dignitas will go with Sneaky. Aframu bot lane, which would be pretty solid, I think. They'll be a solid bot lane, nothing crazy, right? But just their mid lane position would be the only problem, because you don't know who it is. Maybe they might try someone fresh.
For top laners, and so I could totally see that happening. I have no idea who they're going to run in the mid lane. At one point in time, I heard they might get Damonte, but now that I hear that he's probably going to 100T, I don't think they have that as an option anymore. We know that Dardoch and Aframu are going to be there, and then I am fairly confident that they will be running either Johnson or Sneaky. You may, have noticed from the other stuff, Johnson is an interesting figure right now, because it seems like a lot of the ADC stuff is going to work out based off of where Johnson ends up, and I think a lot of that is up in the air right now. I don't know if Dig is just trying to get like last minute bidders to spend a ton, but we will see what ends up there. But this is kind of what I have right now for Dignitas. All right, this is my 3rd time re-recording the CLG part, because I'm hearing so many different things this morning. Things are changing a ton. I guess it's early afternoon. So I originally had them as Finn, Brox, and Pobelter. We've known pretty confidently about that for a while. Those are still locked in 90%. But I had previously heard that they were trying to either get Deathly or possibly even Sneaky. And then possibly running Zazel. Zazel, I think, is running out of options. Anyway, I've heard that CLG is very, very, very likely to get Turtle or Smoothie. That being said, I've heard that EG is trying to maybe get Turtle now too.
Ooh.
Because something else fell through. I'm going to have to refilm the EG part now. But that's what I'm hearing for CLG. So
this roster looks... Turtle and Smoothie sounds so bad. I mean, you could run Sneaky and Smoothie. That was a good bot lane for a while in the LCS, honestly. Wouldn't be that bad. But I don't know. It just depends on who Sneaky wants to play with. I mean, he's always been friends with Aframu, and he played with Smoothie for a while on Cloud9, so either or works. Seeing CLG with Sneaky is like... That'd be so weird, man.
To see if they can lock in Turtle. I hear it's very likely. I actually almost had this. I had this in green, then I downscaled it to yellow just because I hear Flyquest is, EG is trying really hard to get Turtle. So we'll see if he ends up at CLG or EG.
But that makes sense though, because earlier on they announced that Lost is gonna be EG's AD carry. So CLG, I think, will have Turtle. Because they literally just announced Lost and Impact as their top and ADC.
But I think it'll be one of the two of those. Okay, re-recording the final 2 teams here, which are EG and TSM, because things are shifting. So originally, I had for EG, Impact, Sven, Jizuke, Lost, and Ignar. I've heard that the Lost deal with TSM may not happen. So I'm 50% on Impact. I think Sven and Ignar are lock-ins. I think Esports Maniacos also said that Ignar was supposed to go there. I think Ignar really wants WildTurtle, which is why we're coming down to the wire here on whether or not EG or CLG end up with WildTurtle. Again, I've heard it's very, very likely to be CLG, but Ignar might be pushing hard for WildTurtle. And then, I don't know, they might not run Jizuke in the mid lane, but I've yet to hear a single rumor about what they were doing in mid lane other than trying to get perks. So maybe they don't end up getting perks,
But now we know that they're not getting WildTurtle, so that pretty much locks in WildTurtle to play with CLG. Whew, man, CLG trying their best to just make us all go nuts here.
And Jizuke plays, or maybe they don't end up getting perks and then they find another available mid laner very, very late in the process. But that's kind of what we're looking at with EG. And again, like, there was a deal on the table for Lost in trade for, which brings me to the TSM section, Huhi. So 100%, I guess I should say 90% confident that there was a deal that would have placed Huhi at TSM in exchange for Lost. Now, that's crazy to me. I think it's wild to hear of TSM running Huhi. My understanding is they did not want to pay the buyout fee for Licorice that Cloud9 was asking for, and so they were going to run Huhi. I now have heard this deal has fallen through. I don't know. Maybe they still end up getting Huhi. I don't have anybody else to put in this position right now.
Oh, Travis, they got Huhi. And that's what I think about that one.
For the top lane. So I'm going to just keep him in there, even though, like, maybe he's not at 50+% confidence, and maybe it's bad for me to throw him in there, but whatever. Maybe the rumor of falling through is not true. Secondly, we've got Sword Art joining in the support position, 50% confidence. Now, this is one rumor. It is...
Well, it came true, buddy. It definitely came true. So that's all the other roster moves that I didn't get a chance to get to. So CLG having WildTurtle, 100Thieves having Damonte, and it just depends on who can lock down Johnson. If Flyquest can get Johnson, I think that's good, because that means that Sneaky can finally play on another team. You know, he said he wants to play for, you know, the LCS again after he's had his break for 2020. So I think it'd be good for him to, you know, be on an LCS org again. He only has ever been on Cloud9, though. So see you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe, most of all, enjoy. I'm the Nightwing, and Way of Life Esports is signing out, guys. Peace. You guys have a good day. Yo, it's the Nightwing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video that you guys just watched. And if you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like and a comment down below. And if you never want to miss out on a single upload, make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you get notified whenever I post a video. Thank you guys for the continued support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.